ship spaced us now, ain't it, sir?
SATO forces have prevented a chemical attack on Earth, destroying a settlement defense front ship carrying the payload. Despite the success, reports indicate that the chemical agent was not completely contained. Our experts tell us that the vacuum of space should render the compound inert, but without the exact makeup of the agent, they cannot say this with complete certainty. The Health Organization announced that relief efforts for off-world colonies are underway. This is Peter Bryan, reporting from Geneva.
Starting to grow. Slightly here. Rough skies out there. Good to see you back in one piece, sir. Sir, Operation Burnwater is located on Saturn's moon Titan. It demands our attention immediately.
In our efforts to buy time for the fleet to rebuild, we need to hit set-def battle readiness.
What's the target?
Saturn's moon Titan. It's home to a critical SDF fueling station. You'll land a transport outside their patrol perimeter with Marines to scout an LZ for reinforcements. Once those troops are on the surface, you'll take out their main fueling tower.
Tower's our aim point.
Affirmative. This strike will keep the enemy on the defensive and away from Earth. Captain, I'd be lying if I didn't admit I got the green eye for this one. I'd gear up and join you if I could. Top Cat out.
Switch is set. Go for drop.
Collision alarms up.
Away in 3, 2, 1.
Evaluation.
Bad shift. Accuracy point 86.
Can you stay in the pocket, Gator?
I'm working on it.
Pulse strength is high.
We biting the dust?
9 to 1, no.
10% yes.
Hover on entry.
3, 2, 1.
Report.
Error margin point 05. Good drop, Captain.
Nice flying, Gator. Boats. Show the captain to the armory.
Yes, ma'am.
Staff Sergeant Omar set up in the armory, Captain. I'll take you down right away.
3 decades since we've had troops on Titan, sir.
Trial by fire.
Cooking that fuel tower will go a long way with hearts and minds.
On board or back home?
Both, sir. Comms will most likely be intermittent. We're hoping for weak but readable.
We'll grin and bear it.
Give him hell, Captain. Follow me if you would, sir.
Now your Mach 1 is 700 meters. Still be supersonic at 900. Only if you're full bore.
Captain, just getting these ground pounders gunned up for Titan.
Muster in 5 on the flight deck. Sergeant, check.
I'll leave you be. Got some carbines to set up for you.
Thanks, Chief. You been down to Titan?
Oh, yeah.
Ops?
No. Ops. Dad was a tank farmer. Worked the pipelines for about 30 years. Retired just before the SDF took it over.
Let's go give him hell.
You bet your ass. This has been a long time coming.
How are we executing?
Joint operation. You and me. Our copy.
Affirmative. Armed recon. Small team. We're invading a denied area.
Silver lining around that reticle is SETDEF didn't ask permission then, and we're not asking permission now.
My jacks are already standing by.
You just do what you did at the gateway. We'll zip this place right up.
Proud to be of service, Sergeant.
Pride is 100% bona fide bullshit, Raze. You just make sure the mission comes first.
Copy that. Sure, the sergeant is well aware that the word proud is right in the Navy creed.
I knew there was something I didn't like about you sons of bitches. That explains the white uniform and submarines.
Submarines?
Yeah. Only the Navy could build a ship designed to sink.
Let's gear up and get evil.
Sure thing. The captain!
Yeah.
Let's bring Ethan with us. I want him on the team.
He'll be glad to hear that. He has enormous respect for the Marines.
So he bloody should.
Ethan, you're up. Report to Raven 2.
Prime some choice hardware for you, Commander. Headed to Titan, huh? A shield to help you spot anything trying to sneak up on you. Year's coming up. Man knows what he wants. Good luck, sir.
What do you say, Sergeant?
It's go time, Captain.
Pressure core so far, I can arrange for immediate death by slideshow for you.
Negatory, boss. Won't happen again.
Just the men I was looking for.
How we doing, boss?
Raven 2 is in the gate. Be advised, that subsonic drag into Titan's atmosphere is no joke.
Who's piloting the transport?
Boggs. He'll set you down easy, but be prepared for a bumpy ride. Good Air 6 Staff Sergeant?
Never.
First time for everything. Transport's this way.
Warm up! Let's go! Rocket start! Keep it tight, Kashima. Gonna get choppers.
Not a problem, Sergeant.
No shame in liberating
And a nice aisle seat for you, sir. Captain side left, number 1.
Who's here?
Wrong op metal, man.
Good. Stand down, stand down. Box with me. 8-6 the attitude, yeah? Pop a squad, soldier.
Yes, Staff Sergeant.
Code 1, Captain.
Go for launch, Boggs.
Aye, sir. Prepare for drop. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear. Hold tight. Here it comes.
Right, guys! Eyes on me! As far as Ethan goes, I will personally vouch for this stiff metal motherfucker! He's one of us! Ethan! What's the Navy's official policy for a gunfight? Send in the Marine! As for you, Captain! You all right, Kashima?
Oh, a little dizzy, Sarge.
10 seconds to the DZ.
Get your breathers up!
Clear. Brooks, get the door.
Let's be crystal on the objective. Dropping outside the refinery, hiking into like a landing zone for the assault team. Here! There!
You're green to go, Boggs.
Check. I'm going home to Mama. We're going over.
Anyone get that?
Meet us at the LZ.
Comms are gonna be spotty. This weather's for shit. Squint and it almost looks like home.
It looks like it wasn't half bad.
I took a boat ride with my dad not too far from here.
Place has seen better days, that's for sure.
Why'd your dad come here?
Make a better life for himself and his family. Yeah, SATO changed all that.
Did he fight? Leave the sergeant alone, Ethan.
No, I don't mind, Captain. Listen, mate, my dad pulled some triggers. 32nd Armored.
Victory or death?
That's the one. Survived 2 plane crashes in the battle for Deimos.
Apple didn't fall too far.
Not far enough. 32nd was Army.
Yeah, well, I try not to hold it against him.
Move up! Let's go! I see it!
I got something.
This place was nice once.
SATO invaded, turned it into a labor camp overnight. My old man made it out just in time.
Yeah, I don't think these folks were that lucky.
Squad, this way, through here.
We need to clear through here and get to the fuel tower.
Brooks, Kashima, provide overwatch. Captain and I are moving left.
Sergeant. Ethan, back him up.
Sir.
Enemy activity ahead.
These guards have secret
You're
lights.
secure.
Stick to the shadows.
Sir, your HUD can track enemy awareness.
Keep it dark, Captain.
Scouts in the green.
Roger. Let's win right, Captain. Hold up. Your shot, Marines.
Slow me down. You're welcome.
Fast work, Kashima.
Clear to move up, sir.
Copy that. Stay with me.
We're all good here.
Through here.
Sit tight.
What you got, Kashima?
Enemy mega with patrols. Device road clear.
Roger that.
Guards inside.
I got this one.
One more. Far entrance.
We're all good here.
Clear.
Heads up, incoming mech. Let it pass.
Device giving pass.
Copy that.
Secure.
Rejoining you, Captain. We'll link up with Kashima and Brooks ahead.
Great
We've
clear.
lost half of the exit. We'll call Captain.
See him.
Target's down. You're clear.
Thanks for the assist, partner.
Guards inside. We're good.
2 targets ahead. On you, Captain.
Got a visual.
Pushing up.
Target's down. You're clear.
More. Dead ahead. Keep it dark, Captain.
Enemy dropship.
Copy that. Nothing yet. Continuing sweep. Clear, stand down.
Down.
that badge. Tossing aggro. On my mark. Go.
They're gone.
Let's move through the outpost.
Give me a hand. Get on this door.
On it. Brooks, Kojima, start pushing through. We're moving in. Copy, Sergeant. Squeeze through here, Captain. Looks like a good LZ, Captain.
Sufficient room for 2 Ravens to load off.
I'll call it in. Retribution, Raider 1-1, got your LZ. Counter defenses are high, requesting heavy ordnance.
Copy that. Airdrop cargo incoming, Raider.
Need to sweep the area before our birds can land. Fan out. Weapons free on your go, Captain.
You got a crate of secret bots there. Perfect for an ambush.
Raider to main, beacon is set, you're cleared for landing. How copy?
Copy, Maxwell. Forces in power. 3 seconds.
3 seconds to touchdown.
Then clear the beacon. Ravens coming down.
Once we're clear here, we push to the fuel tower.
Detonate that fuel tower. Set devs out of gas.
Hell yeah! That's what I'm talking about! Dude, yes. We're fighting alongside that thing?
Staff Sergeant! Engineer McCollum packed this in with the armor. Said it was a present for the captain.
Ethan, what are we looking at here?
C-12 battle tank. Manual fire control. Low brain. A lot of brawn.
You sure it's on our side? Let's hope so. He's like a cooler version of Ethan.
That sounds funny.
Listen up. Fuel station's half a click through that canyon. Follow your armored vehicles and keep it tight. My guys, on me. Clear?
Clear!
We have ourselves a station to take. Through the gate! Let's get it on!
Be advised. There have been incidents with the automation on these C-12s.
What kind of incidents?
Now, there's intel they turn on their squad mates unpredictably in battle.
Shit. Is that true?
No.
Button it up, Ethan.
Yes, sir.
Down your sectors. We're getting close.
Another freighter overhead.
There's gonna be a lot of traffic. Tower, left side.
That's their target. Balls on that ridge. The lay of the land. Hold tight here. Stay low. Brooks, give us the visual. Check. Armor will clear the way. Ethan, what's the sit rep on that C-12?
C-12 rockets are tied to Captain Reyes' wrist computer. Mark a target. Let it rip, sir.
Check.
It's main fire. low! He's low!
Enemy reinforcements!
Ready to fire.
Let's wipe up! We gotta get to the tower!
Not too late for you to join SCAR team, Sergeant.
Captain, if its circuits aren't damaged, I may be able to reboot the C-12.
Our boy's still in the fight! That's some tough bitch. We're dropped down, Sergeant.
Roger that. All Sato! Roll with the armor to the tower!
Fever, Raider, we are in the AO. Keep air support on standby. How copy? Fever. Salter, say again.
Channel's down. Door's picking up. Heads up, we've got incoming!
Could be our air support.
That ain't ours. Olympus mine! Good cover now!
Can you run?
Yeah, go, Ethan.
Help me get this open, Captain.
Come on, come on!
Inside! Inside! Got two more behind me! Not there!
The SATO sailing clutch of the Olympus Mons. All SATO forces are ordered to surrender for immediate execution.
We don't die on our fucking knees. Not here or anywhere else.
Need to clear it out before they hit our position.
We hold here and wait for my air support.
Negative! I want a flag on that tower now!
Nunez is gone. It's just us.
We are moving in with what we've got. Do or die!
Is that your recommendation, Staff Sergeant?
Yes, it is, sir.
Taking out that fuel tower. That's our mission.
Yeah, we gotta go. Now!
Ethan, can you unlock this elevator?
Yes, Staff Sergeant.
Captain, take this to the roof and watch our backs. Let us know when you're in place.
Ethan, you're with me.
Aye, sir.
See you two in hell.
Count on it.
Let's get up these stairs and find a way out.
Captain Reyes, there is no hope of victory. We will bury your brothers. We will hunt your son. Death is no disgrace.
I'm in position.
Run into the wire!
Hell yeah! Retribution, bearing 040.
Let's see what you're made of, Koch. I'll take this big dog out of the hunt, Captain.
Extreme caution, Gator.
I'm spitting on hellfire, sir.
Save your ass.
What took you so long?
No comms. I knew you were in trouble.
Right on time.
Eyes up on your HUD for a sit rep. Our C-12 and assault vehicles are down. Without the ordnance they were carrying, we need to run an airstrike to take out the tower. McCollum designated a gas venting turbine. We hit it, the pressure builds, and the tower detonates. Ready to party?
Good work, Marines. Scars will take it from here.
Roger that. Lock it up. Do us proud.
Copy that, Staff Sergeant.
Get your warpaint on, Reyes. Let's blow shit up and go home. Guard 2, we've got a bogey ranging. Where are you?
1-1, we are engaged. We'll avoid coming to you. Splash
2-1, I
down.
need your bat and cleanup. We're breaking for the turbine. Fall in and keep us clear.
Watch out, Stephen.
Watch out! An Ajax just crashed the party!
Incoming missile. Warning, critical damage.
Looks like we're clear. You can open the turbine from the inside. Go ahead and land. Guard 2 acknowledged. We are on station at Turbine 1.
Roger, 1-1.
Cover me.
2 steps ahead of you, right here. Swing around left.
Weapons back!
get out of here before they find us.
Good to go, Raider. Make the call.
All scars, we are go for launch.
Solid copy. RTB.
Launch systems engaged. Let's hit it.
Igniting.
Normal gains.
Retribution, go flight.
Copy. Initiating thrust sequence. Retribution going through 19,000, throttling up.
Roger.
35,000 going through Mach 1.5.
Radar's picking up something.
It's the Olympus!
Captain's hit!
Pull out! Pull out!
I'm dead sticking! Come on!
It's right on our tail.
The base is maneuvered!
Work, damn it!
Boosters disengaged. Manual controls back online.
I'm up.
Get your ass to the red! Gator, spool up! We're jumping out!
Aye, sir!
Rozek is down!
No, I can get us in!
Impact imminent, sir! We need to bail out now! Mayday! 1-1 is flight aboard! 1-1 is out!
All breach! Compartments 12 through 21 damaged!
Retribution! Break engagement! Fall back!
Multiple signatures incoming! They're hitting us with everything they've got!
Get out of the combat zone now!
No! We're not leaving you behind!
Gator, drop out! That's an order!
Roger, sir! We're coming back, Reyes! We will fight!
Fair winds 141.
Oxygen depleted.
Captain, your suit.
Took a hit in the cockpit. Left arm's torn.
Unsettling report, sir.
Oxygen depleted.
Captain, I can't stop it. What do I do?
Let it go, Ethan.
I can't, sir. You're my commanding officer, Captain. My mission is you.
Who says?
Oh, I'm hardware, sir. Ultimately expendable.
Oh, no. You're my brother, Ethan.
You're talking robot, brother.
Affirmative.
Yes. Well, I am the handsome one, sir.
No doubt.
Oxygen level critical.
Looks like this is the end of the line, partner.
I think I'm scared, sir.
Me too.
Captain, stay with me. Sir. Captain.